Welcome, hello, Yasu, hi, it's me again, Tai, and yes, I am back from Richards over Limburg, and I can give you a little feedback about this. This time I did not record much of the gigs because I was busy. I was busy because I did meet my publisher who did bring my book, and I was busy because of meeting many friends and new friends and old friends, and yeah, I want to give you a little feedback. I'm still dancing inside. However, it was not that uncomplicated this year. So before I get into this, if you don't know me and if you're interested into magic and dark magic, make sure to subscribe my channel so you stay updated for new videos. And also I will introduce a little to those who don't know me yet. My name is Tai Kölner. I'm an author, I'm a black magician, I'm a follower of the draconian path, so the left-hand path. In that regard, I'm a student of the left-hand order Dragon Rouge, while I'm a student, not a speaker of the order, so if you got any questions, check for the dragonrouge.com, ask there. However, yeah, one of my oldest roots is I'm an empath, and there, these concerts are well of information if you enjoy a festival. And this time it was my time again. So it did all start with challenges. It's all the years. It's every time again. It's the same thing. I check for my cards. I check for the travel. I check for the stay. And before this concert is happening, you get a check and a check and a check and a check. You know what I mean? I mean, for example, 3 weeks before the festival, I got bronchitis. So I was not sure if I will be well before. And also I lost my voice. Okay, now you see my voice is back. Also 1 week before the festival, our stay was cancelled. I'm not angry about because I was not sure if that was a good choice. However, I lucky-wise found another one with a little farm who had mules, and it was really a cute place to stay. When I was at the festival, I found out there were some more troubles around for other people when it came to stay, because the Tulip Inn, what was very common to book to most people, did close. So there is no Tulip Inn at Heerlen anymore, and so they all had to check for another location to stay. However, location is the brand marking word. Brand marking word because yeah, after the second Richards over Limburg festival, a little short after, the location burned down. And now they are searching for support financially, both and in practice, to build up this location again. So maybe in future we will get back that place. But this time it was Nieuwe Nor in Heerlen, and it is a very big location, and I was a little worrying it becomes too big, because you know that's a kind of a family feeling if you get to this concert. And if the location is too big, maybe everything gets lost there. But they did really a good job. And before the concert hall, there was a little cafe as well. This was a 1.0. I really appreciate that, because there was place to sit down, to have a coffee, to get a snack or something. So yeah, this was very good to my feet. Good to my feet. Challenge number 3. I got 3 days before the concert. I told my husband to wake me up in the morning because I was busy doing things, and I wanted him to call me, so I rise from my bed early enough. And I got my phone with me, you know, this kind of mobile stations. One in my office and one right aside my head. And in the evening, I grabbed my phone and I saw, okay, there's enough battery, and I placed it there. In the morning, my husband did call me. I grabbed the phone, I pick it up, and meow, battery low. Okay, but the other one was ringing 3 rooms further. So I jumped out of my bed and I ran through the flat, and I can't tell you where, but I rumbled with my little toe towards whatever so. And so I got me a 1 centimeter cut on the inside of the toe, and I tore away a little flesh at the top of the toe, and I just thought, fuck. I wanted to wear my high boots. You know, this 11 centimeter high boots. But this toe was a little, okay. So I got me some little disinfection at the pharmacy. And I also did try to, get some distance between the toes so it gets dry and hopefully works. However, the concert was really a challenge. I did wear my high boots, of course. But after a few hours, your feet are rocked in the best way of sense. So I was very thankful for the little cafe in front of. Also, I met some readers of my book, and I'm very happy. I got some questions about, some re-question about, and I really enjoy discussing, because this was an automatic writing. It's a teaching to me, like to everyone who is reading it, and so it's really cool to talk about and to brainstorm about. Um, Also, I met my publisher, and Edgar is such a dear brother. I just don't find words. I just saw him and I just had to give him a hug. There's no way out of that. And I'm really happy I did meet him. It was a first performance with his project EMME YA, and he did do this performance along with another Netherlands group, Islashi. And Islashi do work with gongs in a very great way, and that's more shamanic direction, very rooted into runes as well. And yeah, this was a very harmony to work together. And yeah, I did not stream videos, as I say. I will link you a few videos other people did record, because I was energetically diving into all this happening. However, Edgar finally did show up there, and it is the first time, and it is one of the rare moments to meet him, because usually he is not on stage with his projects. So seeing EMME YA on stage is one thing, meeting Edgar eye to eye is another thing, because Colombia is, let's say, not just a coffee journey away. I am grateful I met him. Also, I was able to witness the RAISON. That's a Swedish guy who is doing very, very good ambient. You can even use it in ritualistic ways as a background music or for meditations. It's a really great work. And there I did record a little bit for a brother, so he can watch into. But I didn't never record a full show because I was in there. The other thing is was quite of a surprise. It was a Mexican guy who was joining the travel of Edgar, and he was there with 2 of his projects. It was called Odyssey and ENS Imperfectissimum. Sorry, I will write it down in the notes. But here, one of my oldest roots is vibrating, the little necromancer in me. He was the first one at that evening doing a gig, what was not just a gig, but a ritualistic performance joined by music. Let's put it that way. And I was even able to sense the entities he was calling forth. And after this event, I did try to check to find him on social media, and I found out, damn, I know this guy already. Yeah, so Of course, this is connecting. And this is something I really have to tell you about this ritual over Limburgs. There are sometimes you find concerts which are carried by the gigs which are performing there, and this is of course one of the main points to get to a concert. But especially on Rituals over Limburg, it is highly interesting to meet all these people who are also practicing, who are also enjoying their arts, and it is great to meet all of them at the concert. And we were standing in front of the first line of the stage, witnessing these performances, also enjoying the energy all around us, and there is nothing comparable as far I can say. So if you know something else what is comparable, let me know, but I did not find it yet. So what else? There were many gigs, and one can discuss if this is ritualistic or if it is ambient gist, but I was really surprised about some gigs. I was totally triggered to never miss one of the other gigs, and there were gigs what was not that kind of my cup of tea. But however, I did enjoy all the session. I did enjoy to meet the initiator of the festival. It's the label Dunkelheit Production. And yeah, this guy, great. Also his staff, great. They did care for all the artists very hardly and very nicely. So yeah, it was like a big family meeting. And so next year, let's see if I can make it there. I hope so, because there are some changes in my job life as well. But I will keep you updated. And also, I will check for some videos, because there were many people filming the event. So you can check through it. And I wish you much fun on that. And probably, if I not triggered you to check for, we meet at the next Rituals over Limburg. See you next video and have a nice weekend.